All right, so let's get started. This is your basic homepage. This is your personal website. When you signed up to be a presenter, you actually set your own URL. Now, if you didn't change it, it's going to default to your first and last name. If you want to shorten it, you're welcome to, and I can show you how to do that in your back office. But this is going to be your main page, okay? This is when people come to your website, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have your profile picture. So that's why you've got to make sure that when you are setting your profile picture for Facebook that it represents you. It's not some random thing that people won't understand what it is or if it's even you. So that's why they always say, make sure that your Facebook page is a brand. It's who you are, it's who you want to be as a presenter and how you want to be represented. So typically you'll see your picture, it'll say your name, and of course your status, which I'm a green status presenter, and that will update every time you get a promotion. And at the top you'll see connect with me. This is how they can connect with you via email. And once they actually sign in and become a customer or have a party, this is where they'll do so on the top right here. You can change it from English to Spanish to French to German. This is pretty cool. This is all new. So they just click on how they want to do it, and when they click a particular language, then it will change the page to that. But it defaults to English. All right. If they want to set up their own party on their own, they would do so by clicking Party here. So let's log in as a presenter. I always log in using Facebook. It's the easiest. And this is the first thing you'll see. You're going to see your dashboard. This is what this particular area is called. And you'll see that by going at the top right here, My Office. This is your back office. This is where you'll find all the information you need to find. This is the dashboard. Like I said, this will tell when you start to have a team. This is where it'll show you your top PRS earners, top leaders, top sponsors, recruiters, etc. My royalties is going to be where you'll go to see how far you are on your next promotion. So right now, beginning of the month, I'm working towards pink. It'll tell you I'm 69% of the way. It'll tell me I need $76 more to meet that $250 requirement for my personal retail sales. It'll tell me that I'm 92% of the way to reaching 2,000, which is my company wholesale sales, which is going to be 75% of my company's sales. It'll tell you how much you have remaining. And of course, I've completed the one qualified first level presenters. That means that that is somebody that I personally sponsored has met their $125 PRS per month. Okay, so this is a great tool. This is where you can track and see how close you are becoming to promotions. It's a great way to kind of keep you motivated and keep you going. And then here it's just going to talk to you about your requirements, how much your personal retail sales are, your wholesale sales, how many people in your team right here when you start recruiting. It's going to tell you how many orders. You can click on that and go back to see who ordered. It's a great way to follow up with your customers. And then it's going to tell you your November. So it's always going to be the previous month and what you were paid as, the color you were paid as right here, blue. And then, of course, your current month. Okay? Great page to look at and get familiar with. The next is going to be My Company. This is going to be you and anybody that you sponsor or they sponsor and so forth. Pretty much anybody below you is going to be on this page. Anybody highlighted in pink is going to become inactive at the end of the month. So this is really important to pay attention to because you need to reach out to them at the beginning of every month and let them know that they are only $125 away or $50 away or $5 away from becoming inactive as a presenter. So this is really important to keep track of. This is also a great way to keep track of people who are close to promoting, hitting yellow, hitting pink, checking out who has already met their goal for the month, etc. Great page. Next is going to be your customers. So this is just going to be a list of your customers. You can filter by name, you can filter by email, you can filter by month. Okay? Accomplishments. This is where you just kind of have a page for yourself to tell you who's joined, when they joined, so you can keep track of their anniversaries, which is really neat. When you became blue, when you became pink, yellow. I had $1,000 party. Those types of things. Those are all great things to just kind of know what you did and how far you've come. Okay? Next is team talk. So this is going to be where you can email people on your team, people that are about to in your circle, which your circle means people that are in your company underneath you, about to suspend, any new team members to say welcome, congratulate them for joining, and let them know if they need any help that you're there. Near promotions and recently promoted. Great way to communicate and keep in contact. Supplies, another great area to get familiar with. This is where you can buy your catalogs and you can buy your business cards. So all business cards and marketing materials need to be ordered from Vistaprint through our back office because they've already been approved by corporate. Now, if you want to make something of your own, make sure to read the contract that you signed when joining Unique, and that will tell you what you can and cannot do, and that you need to submit it to corporate as well to make sure that it is approved before printing. But this is where you can get already pre-approved cards, blitzing cards, marketing materials, event materials, etc. Next, weekly courses. This is the university. So this is where you go week 1, get started. Week 2, getting to know your kit, how to party, leadership, and advanced back office. That goes into more details of your back office. This is provided by corporate. It's amazing training. Even if you have been here for a while and you're not new with Unique, this is a great area to focus on and to maybe resort back to and start over. Never hurts. And then corporate news. This is where you can go to find out what's going on. If there's back ordered items, new things that are being announced, product stock update, November kudos, anything that corporate has released that you may have missed. It's great to make sure that you continue to read, at least once a week, just so you're not missing out on any information. Triple Digits Club, Trip Incentives, Rising Stars, Kudos, Convention. This is just information about top leaders, which is a great place to go to figure out who to follow on Facebook so you can kind of see what they're doing. Rising Stars for new people. Convention, if you want to know more about next year's convention in St. Louis. A Flipbook catalog is a great way to email that to people if you don't have catalogs on hand. They can look through it virtually. Now, your account. This is where you'll see my parties. This is how many parties. This is where you'll see how many half-price items you have going, or that you have, how much fly cash you have. This is how many parties you've had, which were successful, which weren't. How many days left of each party. Your rewards that you've earned. You can close a party early if you don't want it to go a full 10 days. You could also schedule a new party. So get familiar with this page. This is going to be huge to your business. Orders, again, this is another place to find out your orders, where if they're processing, if they've shipped, you can check their tracking number. It tells you how much commission you earned. You can email them to thank them. Just click on that little envelope and it will pull up your email account and email them directly. Click on the order number. It'll tell you what they ordered. Give you their address. You can send them a thank you note. However, whatever on this page that works for you, I like to have it, and I reference it a lot, due to the address because I send them personal thank yous. You can donate to the foundation here. This is your profile. So like I said earlier, when you were registering and you join Unique, it automatically defaults your personal URL to uniqueproducts.com and then your first and last name. Here is where you can change that if you want to shorten it. I shortened it just Alana. Luckily, my name is not common, so I was able to do that. Now, if you have a common name, you might have to think of something different. You could, I could change it to Alana's Closet, because that's what I'm branding myself as my business page and my blog, as my VIP page, etc. So, however you want to do that, this is where you would change it, is under your profile. You can change it to English to Spanish, etc. You can write a story about yourself, your display name, if you care to have one. Change your email address. Now, when you change your email address, You need to also email PayQuicker, and we'll get into that later. I'll tell you a little bit more about PayQuicker, but it will actually tell you down here too, because that's very important, because that's how you get paid. And this is where you can do your email preferences. You can do your, edit. If you move, you can edit your information there, etc. Okay? So that's where you change that. Your social sites. This is kind of where you put your Facebook page, your Google page, Instagram, etc. Why Cash Ledger? This kind of tells you how much you've used, how much you've earned throughout your entire time with Unique, which is pretty interesting. That was pretty new in the last year, and it will tell you when it expires, etc. So I think that's awesome. And My Lookbook. Lastly, you can create your own looks and add them and get started, and it's a way for your clients to look at some of your own looks, and also they're available if anybody finds your website, they can look through it. So pretty neat. So that's the basis of your back office. Now up top to the top left, you're going to see Shop, Join, Party. If you click on Shop, this is going to be your front page for your customers when they go to shop your party. Everything's broken down in categories: eyes, lips, face, skin, tools, collection. Kudos. Please, please, please do yourself a favor for your business and get familiar with each category. Know what's in it, know where to find it, know how to tell somebody how to find it if you're not able to walk them through it yourself. Eyes. Obviously, 3D lashes, the most popular product, right? So this is where they would add it. This tells them the details of the product, tells them how to do it, and if you click on ingredients, most importantly, it tells them exactly what is in it here, and then it goes into exactly what each ingredient does for the product. I think that's amazing. Who else does that? Who knew what beeswax, that bodifying properties act as an emollient and supports the body's response to inflammation. That's huge. So this is where you could definitely say, I know exactly what's in the product. You can look for certain words if there's any type of allergy, etc. This is where they can go to figure out what is in it and if it will work for them. I love that. It's on every single product, you guys. Every single product. Join. This is where they would go if they want to start their unique business and register and join your team. Tells them information about the unique, how the instant royalties. This is where, this is how you get paid. Basically, once you earn $50 in commissions, they'll provide you with your own unique debit card. This purple little beauty right here, and that is sourced through PayQuicker. So when you register, you also need to go to payquicker.com and set up your account. So the card and everything, all your commissions, everything will be linked there. Tells you how to start your party, how to earn rewards. Tells you about the comp plan, which I'll go into at a later date. It talks about the new car incentive. It talks about what's in the kit. You can click on that. It talks about what you get for $99. An incredible deal. Let's just talk about that for a second. It's come a long way. It's come a long way. I know the beginning presenters that started with Unique didn't even have a kit, actually. They just joined on faith, and some of them are still here today. Party. This is where you will start your own party. So get familiar with how it works, how to start a party. So start your own party now. It's going to ask you if you want to host the party, if a customer or friend wants to host a party, and then you invite a friend to create a party. There's 3 different ways. Now, when a customer or friend wants to be a hostess and you set it up for them, they need to go and activate that party. That is huge. If they do not activate that party and they do not sign up and with an account through this website and activate that party, then their commission, or not their commissions, but their rewards and their YCash and half price products will not be linked to their account. So that is super huge that you tell your hostess, and that's part of hostess coaching, is to activate that link. And then here's the party rewards chart. This will show you if you basically, one mascara is 290 points, right? That's $29, so you just add a 0, 290 points. I'm sorry, no, take that back. It's 29 points. So every dollar is 1 point. I don't know where that came from. You need 200 to 349 points to earn 10% cash back on the sales, which is a minimum of $20 up to $34.90 credit and 1 half price items. And then as the sales go up in your party, so do the rewards. It's pretty crazy. And yes, I've had a $1,000 party, and I did earn $160 plus in Y Cash towards free product. So crazy. It's amazing. So this is a great chart to show your hostesses and let them know, hey, what product are you wanting to earn? Like, what do you want most? Then with that, then this is how much you're going to have to sell in order to get that half price or for free. Okay. So get to know that. And then this is just, again, all about video tutorials that corporate provides for us, about the company, about yourself, more information, and then, of course, support. This is huge. Here's support. You want to know information that you may not know the answer to. This is where you would go to look for it. Go to the knowledge base library. Find out more information. This is going to be support hours, their email. It's going to be office locations. Whatever information you need. If you need to email them about something, click here. But the email address to email corporate is support@uniqueproducts.com. So that's your office. Get to know it. Know it by the back of your hand. It's very vital to your business. Trust me. I promise you. You need to know all about this. For you, for your business, and for your clients. Again, welcome to Team Face. I'm excited to have you a part of our team. And stay tuned. I'll go over the comp plan in detail here shortly. And let me know if you have any questions or concerns at any time. I'm available. Just message me or give me a call. Thanks for listening, guys, and welcome.